Hello everyone, and welcome back. Well, I say welcome back, but welcome back to PUDL, the final season. This is week 1. It's now. We're playing Kamike and their team, Toxicroak's Creed. This is going to be a fun one. 100%. This is going to be a really fun one. Yeah. I think we have a good matchup, but we'll have to wait and see. First of all, let's just get into what their team is before we start talking about what we are bringing. Sorry, not what they are bringing. They first of all have a Sneasler, a Latias. So we got the Latias battle this week. Very fun. Terra Superior, which is very threatening, running Grass and Stellar. Mandibuzz, a Azumarill, an Entei that can terrestrialize into a Fire, Normal, or Grass type. A Magnezone, a Piloswine, a Rotom, and a Bishop. So yeah, very threatening team. Some big threats there and stuff like Sneasel, Huge Power, Arzu, Terra Superior, potentially even like offensive Magnezones or Latiases can also be very threatening. Even Entei is also super threatening one. But let's get into what we are bringing. First of all, we have our main damage dealer for this week. We have the Terra Dragon Latios. Sorry, I'm gonna need to get that right because there's the two of them. Latios. We are running the Soldew this week, which boosts our Psychic and Dragon moves, and that is because Luster Purge and Terra Dragon Draco do ridiculous damage to this team. Right? Draco, the swap-ins are Magnezone, Spadef Mandibuzz, and Azumarill. Now, the main two that I think are going to be ending up going to be the bulky ones that deal with it are the Mandibuzz and potentially the Azumarill. Could be Magnezone, but we have Thunderbolt, Aura Sphere, hits all 3 Thunderbolt, 2 shots, both Azumarill and Mandibuzz, and Aura Sphere, if he is an offensive Magnezone, does also 2-hit KO that with Aura Sphere. Otherwise, we have the ability to just click Luster Purges and lower Spadef on things and just cause a lot of damage. Obviously, we can't do that to Mandibuzz, which is why we want to click Thunderbolts early. And then we just have after those like 1 or 2 checks are gone, Draco just destroys his team, right? The only things that can really stop us at that point are the things that outspeed us, which are like Terra Stella, because it's super effective, Terra Blast once we Terra'd, and a Sneasler, just clicking like close combats if we lose our Psychic typing. So yeah, those are the things we need to watch out for, but if we can position this right, I think Latios can obliterate the opponent's team. Next up, we have our Tinkaton. We are a decently fast, but mostly a lot of HP and a good amount of Spadef. This thing is our Latias swap-in always. We have Gigaton Hammer and Knockoff, just get rid of items while doing a lot of damage. We can Thunder Wave, just slow things down like Sneaslers, Latiases, Superiors, all that kind of stuff. And Encore just allows us to like Encore, for example, certain mons and twos they don't want to be in, like if it's like a setup, CM, Latias, we can like lock it in Stored Power or something like that. And we could also like lock in Swords Dancing Sneaslers, set up Superiors. Why did I say set up Superiors? I think I only get Swords Dance. But yeah, ignore that one. But like Belly Drum Arzu, we can potentially Encore if we want to, without Aqua Jet us. We can Encore Mandibuzz, we can Encore stuff like Piloswine into Rocks, we could Encore like Will-O-Wisping Rotoms, they can't Hex us, we could Encore Swords Dancing Bishop. So yeah, just overall, I think it's a very solid week to bring Encore. And we are Mold Breaker, so we can get through some certain abilities, and also at the same time, I don't want to be Pickpocket, because I've seen that ruin people sometimes. I don't think we need Pickpocket this week. We are running the Shed Shell, and that is because there is Magnet Pull Magnezone potential on the opposing team, so we are going to look out for that and be able to swap out our Tinkaton, even if it is Magnet Pull. Next up, we have Helmet Wheezing. This is our physical check, and this is basically here for Sneasler, mainly. But it can also help out with a few other things like Entei and Azumarill. Sludge Bomb, Flamethrower, just good stabs. Allows us to hit the Magnezone if that wants to be a swap-in, or the Bishop. Will-O-Wisp just allows us to burn a lot of his physical threats. If he does like Terra the Entei and we burn that, that'd be really nice. And we do have Pain Split to be able to just genuinely gain some HP back. Next up, we have our bulky Tinglu. This should always be our lead this week. We are very, I believe, physically defensive this week with a little bit of offensive investment. We have Earthquake, Stone Edge, Ruination, and Stealth Rock. We do a lot of damage into the team with Earthquakes and Stone Edges. And Ruination allows us to chip certain things down, like the Mandibuzz, sorry, that I think will be the main check. If he's not Fizz Def, Ruination into Stone Edge I think has a role to kill. And Stealth Rock's are just really solid this game. I think the idea between is to maintain our rocks this week by, if Mandibuzz comes in, because it's like his only, I think it's his only move, way of removal is defog Manibus. If Manibus swaps into us, we just go into an endless loop of Stealth Rocks and Ruinations, which we will eventually win because he only has 8 Roosts. So that can be very solid. We can end up with Rocks and a half health Manibus. Next up, we have Scarf Typhlosion, because if we can chip things down with Latios and Tinglu, then we are going to be in an incredible position with our Scarf Typhlosion. Eruption just absolutely hits everything, and Flamethrower in case we get chipped, because they're like an Aqua Jet thing. Infernal Parade obviously does double damage if the opponent is status, but also has a 30% chance to burn. So it's a little bit better than Hex overall, even though it does, I think, a little bit less damage. I think it's 60 base power versus 65, so losing a bit 5 base power, I think it's worth it. We also do have the Will-O-Wisp too, if we do see swap-ins like Azu, which I do think will be the main swap-in. We can burn that. And also Frisk is just always great to see items. Next up, we have our final mon, which is Heavy Duty Boots Talonflame. This is our remover this week. Oh no, it isn't our remover. Sorry. I completely butchered that. I'm misremembering the set here. We are Boots, but we are offensive this week, because I do think Flareblitz Bravebird's Swords Lance is very, very strong. We do have Gale Wings, which if he does end up getting his Unburdened Sneeze... yeah, this is right. We were struggling with Unburdened Sneeze if he got it up. Even though he has no terrain or anything, it would only be via like a normal gem fake out or a white herb close combat. But if he does manage to get it up, we can then just revenge with a priority Brave Bird, which is always nice. So yeah, that is the team for week 1, and I'll see you lot all in the battle. Hello everyone, and welcome back to week 1 of PUDL, where we are taking on Kamike and their team, Toxicroak's Creed. Let's see what they bring. We have the Magnezone, did expect, the Mandibuzz, the Terra Entei, which is Fire Grass Normal, Azumarill, do have the Latios, and the Sneasler. So, we do not see the Terra Serp. Okay, very interesting. We don't see Piloswine, no Rotom, and no Bishop. Okay. Very interesting. It does bring a lot for Tinglu. Looks nice. And this lead. We also need Tink, but I think I do want my rocks pretty badly. Especially with him bringing both Entei and Thing. We do have the option to be magnet pulled by this Magnezone. No Bishop is nice, just for Sucker Punches. No Terra Serp is also really, really lovely, just to not have to deal with that thing. With Terra Blasts. Sorry. I was ready to see what the Entei Terra is. I think it's most likely grass. Could be normal as well. Yeah, let's pull up the calculator. Let's see what we gotta do. He leads Garp, which is Entei. Okay, I don't mind at all. If he wisps me, I don't hate it. He could just immediately be Terra Grass, which could be scary. Terra Grass, if he is max attack adamant, does like 42.4. I don't hate just getting my rocks up. He is going to immediately withdraw, so that's lovely. Maybe not Terra Grass then, or maybe just doesn't want to be there. Big Mom. Who's that? Mandibuzz? It is, okay. I will just click a Ruination on this. He does just defog away the rocks. I don't mind at all. And we are going to hit a Ruination and get 50% on this. He's odd. We're just going to get our rocks right back up. He does just roost. I mean, I really just don't hate stalling roosts here, to be honest. Obviously, there's always the chance we miss a Ruination. Does he kind of realize we're in an endless cycle? Let's find out. He does just click knockoff, so we lose our lefties. Very saddening. We'll put the damage straight back. And we will Stone Edge now. He's just going to defog and we're going to get damage. do get to see, oh, this is physical special. Good amount of damage there. I will just put my rocks back up. If he wants to roost, that's fine. This is long, but it's worth it. We get Ruination, it probably does the most. He's just gonna defog the rocks away, I don't mind. And we do miss a Ruination, which is unfortunate, but I'll put my rocks back up. He U-turns, okay, so we get rocks up. So, I mean, we kind of won this exchange in my opinion, because my rocks go up. And that Mandibus is not at full. Even though we do take a little bit of chip in on Tinglu. What is the swap in? He doesn't have a magic bounce or anything like that. And this Mandibus should be his only removal. So rocks should stay up at least for a bit. It could be boots Mandibus because we didn't see lefties. Probably is boots, to be honest. Goes into carrot. I don't think we've seen that yet. It is the Azumarill. Okay. I have one swap in and one swap in only, which is, I could go tank, but I do feel like this is better. He does obviously have Sneasler, so we do have to maintain health. Let's have a look at Wheezing into the Arzu. Maybe there's like a belly drum set. It would be faster unless he's like super fast. Thinking Will-O-Wisp. Or even just Sludge Bomb, to be honest, if he's not thingy. He just clicks Liquidation, yeah, good play. Oh, that did a lot. That looks banded to me. Let's have a look. 159. Azumarill with the Liquidation should never be doing that much. Is that Choice Band? Let's find out. It feels like Choice Band damage. He did how much to me? 33, 34, 74, 174, which is Adamant Banded damage. Getting the Wisp buff on this would be really nice. What is the swapping? Is it Entei? Because it's a really good swapping. If it is, it's Mandibus. Okay, I'll take it. We do see boots. I mean, my swap into this could just be Tink. The other option is to go straight into Talonflame. Did he bring up... What's his Rock Center this game? There is no Rock Center, so I could go Talonflames. I kind of don't really love my item here. We don't do the most damage. I think Tink's very safe here. Losing my Shed Shell was actually really bad. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? He's probably going to defog. I can Encore him into defog. If he does click it. He does click the defog, okay. I will click the Encore in case he U-turns. As much as I want to knock off those boots. He does let me Encore him into defog, which is very fine. We get to knock off now. It means Mandibuzz remains chipped. We're just gonna look a knockoff now. We could see Entei come out here, which would be nice. Just get rid of that thing's item. It's Scarp, which I believe was Entei. Beautiful. Are we going to see boots or anything like that? We see the choice band. Okay, so this thing is like offensive. Okay, interesting. Very interesting that this is choice band. I think it's Terra normal then, if it is choice band. Stone Edge would obliterate me. My Wheezing would die to 2. I could go into Latios. If you are Terra normal, you would kill me with 2, but you're never clicking that. Kind of rough position to be in. Ting Lu could be a swap in. I think I am going to go Latios here. Terra. Fire? This could be really bad if you're Terra Fire. You are Terra Fire. Okay. Terra Fire, Sacred Fire. If he's max attack, Adamant does 43.8 max. He does hit it. Oh my god, did that crit? That was a crit for sure. Does he burn as well? That's ridiculous. That is ridiculously massive. And now he gets the E-Speed. It's ridiculous that that's a thing that has happened to me. Because E-Speed kills now from where I'm at. How much do I do with Typhlosion? Invent Parade doesn't come close to the 2-hit KO. I might have to... He's going to click the button though, so I'm going to go into the Typhlosion Hisui. I guess E-Speed seems super free. It is the E-Speed. On the bright side, there isn't great resist to this, and Infernal Parade does get the double damage boost. So I will see if I kill Mandibuzz with 2. And we do a lot, so I'm going to click an Infernal Parade here. Let's see if he does stay in. He does, okay. I just need the chip here. He does click Stone Edge as I kill. We do hang on here, which is lovely. We're just going to click another Infernal Parade. I need the chip. I really badly need this chip. Yeah, because this thing critting my Latios is huge. And the burn? If I didn't do that, I'd just get to Draco there. He does just take another Infernal Parade. I do not get a crit, which would have won me that interaction. He does hit another Sacred Fire as well. Does kill my Typhlosion, which is very well played, yeah. He does get E-Speed chip on something here. I have to go Talonflame here. And I just have to take the damage from E-Speed. Luckily it doesn't look like he has a reliable hazard setter, so Latios will be living. Oh, he does save this, which is... Okay, good play. Big Mom. Okay, so Mandibuzz comes in. Okay. So this is Fizz Death. He does not know that we're max attack, so he does die to another one. Flare-Blitz could be a play. On the off chance that he does go Magna Zone here and tries to preserve this. And he's like a Scarf Zone. He does just sack off Mandibuzz. Okay, so Mandibuzz goes down, which is huge. I do have U-turn on this Talonflame set, which is good. He can go Arzu here. That is Arzu, right? Yep. We do not know this thing's set yet. Oh no, we do. It's Choice Banded. Max Attack Adamant, and it's just gonna click a Liquidation or an Aqua Jet. I do think I have to sack Weezing here, which is just ridiculously bad. If he clicks a Liquidation. He does. Well played. Could have U-turn chipped. That's fine. You do get the Rocky Helmet chip. And now this is where things become super rough. We do not kill with that. Tinkaton is taking way too much. It doesn't kill the Gigaton. It might have to be Latios here, and does Latios even kill? He doesn't. So it might be another time for another sack here, which is very scary. I mean, we can knock off the choice bands, we don't take as much damage on the first hit. Let's go into the Tinkaton. We will knock off first, get rid of the choice band. The sooner we get rocks up this game, the sooner we're in a better position, because that means Entei dies to rocks. And things are getting chipped. Yeah, that Sacred Fire crit was so huge. And I'm struggling so much because I can't lose all this health on Latios. And Thunderbolt doesn't kill from here. Knocking off the choice band just reduces the damage down. He does let me knock him off. And he was choice band. Double choice band is, yeah, just ridiculous damage. And then I have to Gigaton Hammer, which if he is max HP does 40 to 47. It doesn't quite pick up the KO. Which means he gets the Aqua Jet now and just do way too much damage to my Talonflame. Aqua Jet to 68. Does it kill my Latios from where I'm at? It might even kill if he has something. He definitely has Aqua Jet if he's banded. There's no roll where this should kill if he's max attack adamant. Is there a better play I make? I don't think so. I have to Luster Purge. It is just Aqua Jet, yeah, fair. And I'm gonna die to burn, so yeah. This is just literally became a game of that crit won the game. And maybe I could have played around it better, sacked off Weezing there, but yeah. I don't have the offensive pieces, I think, to win this game anymore. I have to hope he doesn't go into that. Yeah, that is the thing I didn't want to see. I mean, I have to Stone Edge on the off chance he goes Lottie. Yeah, he just goes for the Sacred Fire, very free for him. Doesn't burn me, which is nice. Down goes the E-speed opportunity, so if things can get chipped, I could potentially win this game. With Talonflame in the back. We'll have to see. He gets a free rain here. Magnezone, Sneasler. Yeah, Sneasler just wins. What am I talking about? It just comes in, clicks a U-turn. Good for you. Buggy, that's Sneasler. Yeah. The Gist of the Gs to you, my friend, because you have won this game. He just clicks U-turn. Do I have to predict the U-turn? I think I have to predict the U-turn click Rumination. No, he just CCs you, that's fair. And he's Y-Herb and wins the game. GG's. Oh, he's not Y-Herb. Okay. Maybe there's a world. Maybe he's Scarfed and I have to click Swords Dance. If he is Scarfed, he just wins automatically. No, he's not Scarfed. Does he click U-turn? No, he just Diaclaws. Okay. GG's. And puts me to sleep. Okay, yeah. My luck this game was terrible. And I'm not blaming luck, obviously. I could have played much better. But luck was a big part of it on the Entei crit. So yeah, not crit for insult to injury, honestly, at that point. But yeah, GG's to GG's to my opponent. They played very, very well. And all we can do is try and bounce back next week. So I'll see you all for next week. Bye bye.